This lesson is Trig Application Problems Part 2. We just had 2 more examples that we didn't finish in the last video. So if you're just watching this, we are using word problems to set up equations using sine, cosine, or tangent. Okay, and so I'm just going to scroll down to where we left off. And let's see, right here. The main character in a play is playing a solo, and the lighting technician needs to shine a spotlight into the actor's face. The light being directed is attached to the ceiling that is 10 feet above the actor's face at an angle of 20 degrees. How far away from the actor should the light be? Okay, the word problems now, luckily they've drawn a picture for us. Sometimes these might be a little hard to see. Now I'm going to scroll just a little more and see they want the distance from his face. Okay. So if I think about that problem, here's the distance from here to here. So x is the hypotenuse. And if we're looking at this angle right here, which is 20 degrees, 10 is the opposite side. So which trig function uses opposite and hypotenuse? Well, that is sine. So the sine of the angle 20 degrees is equal to the opposite side 10 divided by the hypotenuse x. So again, I'll write this as a proportion so I can cross multiply, and I get 10 is equal to x times the sine of 20 degrees. Okay, so now I'm going to have to divide both sides to get x by itself by the sine of 20 degrees. Okay. So x is equal to 10 divided by the sine of 20. And I forgot my calculator, so I'm just using my table right here to look up the sine of 20. So 20 sine is 0.3420. So I'm going to take 10 and divide by 0.3420. So 10 divided by 0.3420 is 29.24. So he is 29.24 is x, or how far away the light has to be from his face. All right, so you should pause the video and try and do the last one yourself, and then I will write it up for you. Okay, hope you did pause. A bird lands on top of a lamppost. The angle of elevation from the police officer to the bird, right here, is 35 degrees. The distance from the bird to the feet of the police officer is 25 meters. So from the bird to the feet, this is the hypotenuse, is 25 meters. How high is the bird off the ground? So here's our x. So if we're looking at 35, and we look across at x, that is opposite, and 25 is the hypotenuse. So sine uses opposite and hypotenuse. So the sine of 35 degrees is equal to x over 25. So here when I cross multiply, I just get x is equal to 25 times the sine of 35. So I'm just going to put that in my calculator. I'm going to have to look it up on my table. The sine of 35 is 0.5736. So I'm just going to multiply 25 times 0.5736. And I get 14.34. So the bird is 14.34 feet off the ground. Okay, good luck.